Hey guys, I am Adam. Welcome to the Vintage Sanctuary. You probably already know I'm Adam unless you're new here, and if you're new here, welcome, because this channel is meant not just to be for me, but to be for people. So whether you've been here a long time or a little bit of time, if you are a people, welcome. This is a very people-friendly place to be. Thank you for joining me today or tonight or whenever you're listening, watching. So I went to my Bible study group this week and someone gave me a totally unexpected gift, the official Chuck Norris fact book. Who knows what sort of videos I could make with this book in the future. Mike Schmidt. Excuse me, had a little cough there. Anyway, I'm not here today to talk to you about Chuck Norris or his official fact book. Mike Schmidt. Excuse me. I'm here to talk to you about something that is much more serious. So let me turn this camera around and let's do it. Okay, so again today, guys, I want to talk to you about something personal. Do you sometimes have a hard time sleeping? Are you carrying around more weight than you were 10 years ago? Do you get stressed over stuff that you should really just let go? Do you sometimes get headaches or other aches and pains? Are you sometimes tired or irritable? If so, there's a good chance you have TMMS 1952. What is that? I thought you'd never ask. That is the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle syndrome. The obvious way to cure TMMS 1952 is to go out and get yourself a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle, which has been clinically proven to raise your testosterone on average by 311%. Actual results may vary. However, hold your horses. Don't just rush out there and get one. This sort of a rash decision has been known in many cases to lead to financial disaster or even divorce in extreme cases. So, is there an alternative way to get some relief from TMMS 1952? Well, I thought you would never ask. Here it comes, the king of all reprints, the 1983 Topps reprint set, 1952 Mickey Mantle. Ho ho ho! Printed at Topps' prestigious Ireland facility, it's believed only 10,000 special box sets were printed of these very first Topps reprints, although they are unique in their own right. The success of this set is likely what started the Topps Tiffany run the very next year, so this set is essentially Tiffany's daddy. Oh, this glorious reprint, which I view as a unique card in its own right, has been clinically shown to raise testosterone levels on average by 198.3%. Actual results may vary. Not exactly 311%, but more than sufficient to get the job done. Now let's do a little math here. 1983 minus 1952, that's 31 years. So these cards came out 31 years after the iconic 1952 Topps set. 2023 minus 1983 is 40 years. So these cards are already 40 years old. These cards are a lot closer to 1952 than they are to 2023. In other words, they are definitely more vintage than modern. What about the pop? In case you care about the pop, well, as of now, PSA alone has a pop report of 1,897 for the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle, including cards with qualifiers. For the 83 reprint Mickey Mantle, PSA has a total pop of 184, including 12 with a qualifier. Thus, the 1983 reprint Mickey Mantle has a PSA pop that is less than 10% of the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle. Of course, this situation should change some over time. Nonetheless, there are less than 100 copies of the 1983 Mickey Mantle reprint in PSA 8, which you are looking at right now. One of those, 96 copies, I believe it is. There are only 12 copies in PSA 9 and only 2 copies in the lofty grade of PSA 10. What about price? Well, I thought you'd never ask. The last PSA 8 sale of a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle was for $1.56 million back in February of 2022, although that card was an early graded card that is off-center in 2 directions. Now, I've been a little short on cash lately, so I bought my 1983 Mickey Mantle reprint in the same PSA grade for just under .0002 million for a total savings of just over 1.5598 million. This is part of my strategy to help me save for this year's National. Now, I would love to have a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle, but it just does not seem to be in the cards, at least not in the cards in my collection. However, I think this reprint is a pretty ding-dangity-darn cool alternative. Check this bad boy out. Love that glorious blue background, iconic image on the sweet premium cardstock for the 1980s, the Tiffany cardstock. Ho ho ho! Sweet! By the way, just a quick note to say, we all buy what we want within our budget, so I do not expect people to necessarily get excited about what I buy. If you do not like it, that's cool. I share in the joys of others who buy cards that sometimes I would not buy or not prioritize. But if they are happy, that's what matters, and I am happy for them. So in my zeal and exuberance, I might sometime suggest or seem to suggest that somebody should go out and buy something, but I really don't mean that. Value what you value, buy what fits your budget, buy what you love, buy your priority cards, and I will share in your joy. And as I have been blessed, because you guys have been sharing in my joy, and I am really blessed and honored for that. So thank you so much for your friendship and support. Okay, you might have been misdiagnosed. After all, those symptoms I mentioned earlier, could be something besides signs of TMMS 1952. Maybe you have TJRS 1952. Here comes Tiffany's daddy. Oh, the red. Oh, the glorious red. Dang. I mean, this card is sweet. Sweet. By the way, check these two bad boys out over here. This reprint card, the Jackie Robinson, has been clinically shown to increase your testosterone by 142%. Not exactly 312%, but close enough to get the job done. In conclusion, ask your doctor if any of the 1983 Topps 1952 reprint set cards are right for you. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time hanging out with me here in the Vintage Sanctuary. Take care, my friends.